The day Benzema lit up the pitch with a hat trick at his biggest rival stadium was nothing short of legendary. This went down on April 5th, 2023 in a massive Clásico between Barcelona and Real Madrid during the second leg of the Copa del Rey semifinals. After winning the first match away by 1-0, Barcelona, now with a packed Camp Nou, was the heavy favorite. Led by Coach Xavi, the Catalan squad had ballers like Ter Stegen, Busquets, Rafinha, and Lewandowski. Meanwhile, Real Madrid, under Ancelotti's command, had a stacked lineup too, featuring Courtois, Kroos, Modric, Vinicius Jr., and of course Benzema, who, when he's on fire, can pull off insane feats. It was a clash of titans, the perfect chance for Benzema to remind the world why he's considered one of the best strikers in football. When the ref blew the whistle to start the match, Barcelona came out swinging. Right in the first minute, they launched a lightning-fast attack with Araujo, who delivered a long and precise pass to Baldi, who charged forward and found Gavi in the box. Gavi controlled it quickly and unleashed a powerful cross shot, but Madrid's defense was locked in and managed to clear the danger. By the 5th minute, Rafinha won the ball back brilliantly in enemy territory, igniting a deadly counter by feeding Lewandowski inside the box. The Polish star flexed his technical brilliance, smoothly dribbling past the defender to create space for a shot. But just as he was about to pull the trigger, another Madrid defender came flying in to heroically block what looked like a sure goal. Fast forward to the 9th minute, and Barca was at it again, stealing the ball high up the pitch to spark another blistering counter. After a series of quick passes inside the box, Sergi Roberto found himself in shooting range and ripped a powerful shot toward goal. Madrid's defense, though, was sharp and blocked the attempt, with the keeper quickly scooping up the loose ball. By the 11th minute, it was Madrid's turn to flex their offensive firepower. Rodrigo received a pinpoint pass on the right, accelerated, and whipped in a dangerous cross through the middle. Vinicius Jr. lunged in with a sliding attempt to finish, but a sharp Barcelona defender tracked the play and cut off the pass, shutting down the attack. As the match wore on, the intensity kept rising, boiling over when Xavi, Barca's coach, was shown a yellow card for furiously protesting a possible foul on Kessié after a clash with Vinicius Jr. By the 25th minute, the tension was sky high as Vinicius Jr. and Gavi squared up face to face in a heated confrontation that nearly turned into a full-blown fight. To calm things down and keep control, the ref wasted no time in handing both players a yellow card, while teammates from both sides jumped in to break up the scuffle. Benzema had been quiet so far, but it was time for him to make some noise. At the 32nd minute, Madrid launched a dangerous attack with Vinicius Jr., pressing high and stealing the ball on the left wing before cutting inside the box. Swarmed by defenders, he laid it off to Kroos, who floated a perfect cross into the middle for Benzema to strike first time. But Ter Stegen was locked in and made an easy save, keeping the scoreboard untouched. On the other end, Lewandowski was just as eager to break the deadlock. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. As the first half neared its end, at 45 minutes, Barcelona built up a thrilling play, exchanging quick passes before Koundé sent a pinpoint cross into the heart of the box. Lewandowski, always sharp with his positioning, latched onto it and, without hesitation, unleashed a first-time strike, aiming straight for the back of the net. But Courtois, in a moment of brilliance, was perfectly positioned and pulled off a spectacular save, keeping Real Madrid from conceding a near-certain goal as his defense quickly cleared the danger. Now, it was Benzema's turn to help his team get on the score sheet. Immediately after Barcelona's dangerous attack, Real Madrid hit back with a lightning-fast counterattack, led by Vinicius Jr., who used his blistering pace to tear down the pitch before slipping the ball to Benzema inside the box. Receiving the pass, Benzema, with his exceptional vision, quickly returned the ball to Vinicius, who, completely unmarked, had the perfect chance to hammer a shot toward goal. A Barcelona defender made a desperate dive to block the strike, but it wasn't enough to change the ball's destined path. While Benzema rushed in to make sure the ball crossed the line, Vinicius' initial shot had already sealed the play, securing Real Madrid's first electrifying goal of the game. The celebration was wild and contagious, with Benzema and Vinicius sharing a jubilant embrace, while the Barcelona squad and coaching staff were left fuming in frustration. Moments later, the ref blew the whistle for the start of the second half, and Benzema was already fired up to extend his team's lead. And that's exactly what happened at 49 minutes, when Real Madrid skillfully intercepted a poor pass and launched a devastating attack, with Modric slicing through the opposition's defense at blistering speed. As he approached the box, he brilliantly spotted Benzema, who was lurking unmarked in the center. Receiving the ball, the sharp-eyed French striker wasted no time and hammered a first-time rocket, drilling it straight toward goal. Ter Stegen, the Barcelona keeper, desperately leapt and stretched out to his fullest, but the sheer power of Benzema's shot was unstoppable, sending the net rippling violent. That goal, Benzema's first and Real Madrid's second of the match, set off a euphoric celebration among the Madridistas, while Barcelona's players showed clear signs of frustration and embarrassment embarrassment as they suffered in front of a packed Camp Nou. Right after conceding, Barcelona, determined to fight back, launched an aggressive attack, sending in a cross that was initially cleared by the defense. But Busquets, always alert, recovered possession in the attacking third and orchestrated another offensive push, leading to Ballon firing a bold shot at goal. However, Courtois was on high alert and pulled off a world-class save for Real Madrid, keeping his team's advantage intact. Shortly after, Barcelona intercepted a long ball from the keeper and launched another dangerous counter, with Rafinha receiving a perfect through pass. Charging toward the box with determination, he had the option to set up Lewandowski in the center, but chose to go for glory himself with a shot on goal. Unfortunately, Rafinha's attempt went wide, squandering a massive chance. By the 55th minute, Barcelona came again, this time with Araujo pulling off an insane solo play. Showing off his exceptional technical skills, he danced past the first defender and stormed into the box, but momentarily lost control of the ball. Not giving up, Araujo quickly regained possession, embarrassed a second defender with a bold dribble, and unleashed a shot toward goal. Despite the brilliant build-up, the finish didn't match the quality of the move, and the ball flew past the post, wasting what could have been a wonder goal for Barcelona. Just a minute later, at the 56th minute, Real Madrid hit back with determination, winning possession deep in Barcelona's half and launching a blistering counterattack. Vinicius Jr., receiving the ball on the left flank, fearlessly drove into the box. Surrounded by two Barcelona defenders, the Brazilian wizard showed off his unreal dribbling skills, trying to weave past them, but was taken down in a crucial moment. The ref, perfectly positioned, didn't hesitate for a second. Penalty. Vinicius Jr. exploded with celebration, knowing this was the perfect chance to extend Madrid's lead. It was now time for Karim Benzema to shine once again. Known for his composure and precision from the spot, the French striker stepped up for the penalty. With ice in his veins, he waited for the ref's whistle and struck a low, powerful shot. It was flawless, sending the keeper flying one way while the ball rippled the net on the other side. Benzema's second goal of the night and Real Madrid's third sent him and Vinicius Jr. into wild celebrations, as the Brazilian had played a key role in winning the penalty. Meanwhile, Camp Nou, packed with Barcelona fans, fell into stunned silence, watching their team get humiliated by their fiercest rivals in their own backyard. That goal completely rattled Barcelona's defense. Right after the restart, Benzema pounced on a sloppy pass at the back and launched a devastating counter. He quickly laid it off to Modric, who was positioned on the left inside the box. Without hesitation, Modric struck a first-time cross, aiming for Rodrigo, who lunged in with a desperate sliding attempt, but the ball zipped past Rodrigo, letting a golden chance to extend the lead slip away. As time ticked on, Benzema remained locked in, determined to keep piling on the goals. That almost became reality at 76 minutes when Real Madrid set up a lethal attack, with Asensio showing his exceptional vision and refined technique by delivering a pinpoint pass to Benzema inside the box. Despite initial offside concerns, Benzema's position was confirmed as legal, and with a quick turn of his body, he fired a shot toward goal. However, the execution wasn't the best, and the ball ended up rolling past the goal line for a goal kick. As the clock neared 80 minutes, Real Madrid regained possession and, with blistering speed, launched a counterattack that completely caught the opposition's defense off guard. Vinicius Jr., using his electrifying pace, sprinted down the pitch, and as he approached the box, spotted Benzema wide open and ready for the play. Facing the keeper one-on-one, Benzema seized the golden opportunity and smashed a ruthless shot past Ter Stegen, making the net explode. This third goal of the night for Benzema, thanks to a brilliant assist from Vinicius Jr., not only repaid the favor from earlier in the match, but also all but sealed Real Madrid's place in the next round of the competition. This fourth goal for Real Madrid piled on the humiliation for Barcelona, who found themselves completely outclassed and crushed by their biggest rival in front of a stadium packed with their own fans, witnessing a brutal home defeat. The thrashing sparked tensions on the field, leading to heated confrontations between players. It started with Araujo, who lost his cool and shoved Vinicius Jr. to the ground. The hostility didn't stop there. Balde and Alaba soon got into a fiery argument, further escalating the chaos. The situation reached a boiling point, forcing the referee to hand out yellow cards to both players, highlighting the growing rivalry and the intense atmosphere taking over the match. Shortly after, the referee blew the final whistle. Benzema emerged as the undisputed hero, netting 3 goals and providing a crucial assist, securing a historic thrashing of their biggest rival. This phenomenal display from Benzema didn't just propel Real Madrid to the next stage, it also paved the way for their triumphant Copa del Rey victory. The day Benzema totally lit up the field by bagging a hat trick in a crucial match, clinching his golden ball, was just epic. This went down on April 6, 2022, during a face-off between Chelsea and Real Madrid in London for the first leg of the Champions League quarter-final. The hype for this game was massive, especially since Chelsea, the reigning champs, had knocked Real Madrid out last season. Aiming for a sweet comeback, Real, led by Ancelotti, rolled out with a squad of stars like Carvajal, Modric, Vinicius Jr., and Karim Benzema, who was having a killer season and was dead set on snagging his first golden ball. Meanwhile, Chelsea, under Tuchel's leadership, was no slouch either, boasting aces like Thiago Silva, Mount, Havertz, and Lukaku. It was a clash of titan and a prime chance for Benzema to shine. As the ref blew the whistle to start the game, it kicked off with high intensity. Right at the 3-minute mark, Real Madrid launched a blistering attack. Benzema fired a pass to Vinicius Jr. on the left flank. Surrounded by two defenders, the skilled Brazilian pulled off some magic. With a slick dribble, he lofted the ball over an opponent's head and then smartly pulled back. Shortly after, Chelsea regained possession and hit back with a quick counter, Havertz leading the charge. Showing off his chops, he dodged the defender and carved out space for a fierce shot at goal. However, the shot wasn't on point and the ball flew way off target. At the 9th minute, Real Madrid took back control and quickly hit on the break. Benzema, with a display of his technique, shook off his markers with a cheeky backheel pass to Valverde. Near the box, Valverde found Vinicius Jr., who made room and unleashed a powerful strike towards the goal. The ball just missed, hitting the crossbar and going out. Vinicius Jr.'s frustration at missing such a clear shot was totally palpable. Soon after, Real with Militão lost the ball in defense and, to prevent a dangerous opportunity for the opponent, committed a tactical foul on Havertz. For this infraction, Militão was swiftly handed a yellow card. Given the closeness of the foul, it posed an immediate threat to Real Madrid. When the ref gave the go-ahead, James took a powerful and precise shot at goal. But Courtois was on his toes and made a fine save, parrying the ball away and bravely denying the goal. Now, it was Benzema's time to shine. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. Around the 20-minute mark, Real Madrid pulled off a masterclass in set play, with Benzema kicking things off by passing the ball to Vinicius Jr., who blasted down the left flank with insane speed while Benzema cleverly made his way through the center. As he dangerously neared the box, Vinicius Jr. whipped in a pinpoint cross to the area, where Benzema, unmarked and strategically placed, headed the ball with devastating accuracy toward the goal. Benzema's header was so powerful and well-directed that it completely outdid the opposing keeper's reflexes, making the net violently ripple. This first goal by Benzema, stemming from a well-rehearsed play executed to perfection, was wildly celebrated by the Real Madrid players. With this brilliant play, they secured a crucial lead in the game, dominating the scene at their opponent's home in a high-stakes match. But Benzema wasn't satisfied yet. He wanted to widen the lead. Soon after, at the 23-minute mark, Real Madrid launched another devastating attack. Luka Modric, with his unmatched game vision, received the ball and delivered a perfect cross into the opponent's area. Karim Benzema, with his impeccable sense of positioning, rose above the defenders and headed the ball with extraordinary precision toward the goal. Once again, Benzema's thunderous header caught the opposing keeper completely off guard, unable to react in time, resulting in another spectacular goal from the French star. This second goal by Benzema, scored less than 3 minutes after the first, triggered a burst of euphoria among Real Madrid fans in the stadium. They watched, ecstatic, as their team built a memorable revenge for last season's defeat, establishing a 2-goal lead against the current champions. Immediately after the goal, Chelsea went on the offensive, with Havertz boldly advancing into the opposition's area. In a controversial moment, he fell to the ground. Chelsea players and fans were screaming for a penalty. However, the referee, who was close to the incident, decided against the call and ruled that the game should continue, generating frustration among the fans and players. At the 32-minute mark, Real Madrid rattled Chelsea's defense when Valverde sent a pass to Carvajal, who was dangerously positioned inside the box and immediately fired a shot at goal. However, the shot was weak and the opposing keeper managed to parry the ball, with the rebound being desperately cleared by Chelsea's defender. Things were looking tough for Chelsea until, at the 39th minute, the tide began to dramatically turn. The play unfolded with James skillfully dodging the defense on the right and passing to Jorginho, who used his exceptional game vision to launch a perfect cross into the area. Kai Havertz, keenly following the play's development, outpaced the defenders, racing to meet the ball and heading it with incredible force and accuracy toward the goal. Real Madrid's keeper, Courtois, stretched to the max and managed to touch the ball, but Havertz's header was so devastating that it overpowered his effort and bulged the net. At that moment, the stadium, filled with passionate Chelsea fans, erupted in emotion, seeing their team cut the opponent's lead and igniting hopes of a draw or even a spectacular comeback. Benzema was furious with the opponent's goal and was determined to extend Real Madrid's lead. Immediately after, at the 41st minute, Real Madrid responded with Benzema initiating a spectacular counterattack with a backheel to Modric, who quickly launched a masterful pass for Vinicius Jr. Spaniard to advance. As he neared the box, the talented Brazilian executed a precise pass to Benzema, who was accelerating on the opposite side. Keeping up with the play, a defender desperately tried to intercept the pass with a slide tackle, but Benzema was quick, controlled the ball, and fired a shot straight at goal. Unfortunately, the French star didn't hit the shot as he would have liked, and the ball whisked past the post, going out for a goal kick. Benzema's frustration was evident as he knew how close he was to widening the lead. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which began with even more intensity. Benzema kicked off the second half, determined to extend the lead. Right after the game resumed, at the 45-minute mark, a catastrophic error by Chelsea's keeper, who was off his line, changed the course of the match. He attempted a very weak pass to a teammate, allowing Benzema, who was astutely positioned, to intercept the ball and initiate a devastating counterattack with the goal completely unprotected. Seeing the goal unguarded ahead of him, Benzema didn't hesitate and fired a low and precise shot, directing the ball straight into the back of the net, scoring his impressive third goal of the match. The reaction from Chelsea's keeper, Mendy, pure frustration and desolation, deeply lamenting his critical mistake in such a high-stakes game. Meanwhile, the Real Madrid players rushed to embrace Benzema, who celebrated his hat-trick with great enthusiasm. This stellar performance by the French ace not only served as sublime revenge against Chelsea, but also solidified his position as a strong contender for the Golden Ball, standing out in a season that continued to be spectacular. At the 49th minute, Chelsea tried to respond with Havertz receiving the ball on the attack, turning his body to shake off the opposing defense and firing a shot at goal, but it was promptly blocked by Real's defender. However, the rebound fell perfectly to Chelsea's Azpilicueta, who controlled the ball and launched an extremely powerful and precise right-footed shot from outside the area toward the goal. But in a display of pure technique and reflex, Real Madrid's keeper Courtois stretched fully to make a spectacular save, keeping the score unchanged. Around the 68th minute, Chelsea had an unmissable opportunity to reduce the opponent's lead. From the left, Azpilicueta delivered a venomous cross into the area. Lukaku, who had just come on, positioned himself impeccably, completely unmarked. He headed the ball with devastating force toward the goal, but unfortunately, the aim was slightly off, and the ball passed very close to the post, going out of bounds. The disappointment was clear on Lukaku's face, reflecting the bitterness of having missed a golden chance. At the 78th minute, Chelsea attacked again, this time with Havertz receiving the ball in the attack, turning his body to shake off the marking and creating space to fire a shot toward the goal. However, the Real Madrid keeper was well positioned and made an easy save. As time wore on, Chelsea kept up the pressure, as seen at the 83rd minute when James unleashed a powerful shot from outside the area. However, once again, Real's keeper Courtois made a solid save, keeping the score unchanged. As the game neared its end, the Real Madrid players started to delay the game to run down the clock. At the 84th minute, Valverde fell to the ground claiming cramps and asking for medical attention in a clear attempt to cool down the opponent's momentum. Shortly after, at the 85th minute, Benzema's show came to an end. The captain and star of the match was substituted, leaving the field to a thunderous round of applause from the fans, a fitting tribute to his phenomenal performance. In the final minutes of the game, during stoppage time, Chelsea had their last great opportunity to reduce the lead when Thiago Silva sent a cross into the area. After the ball touched several players, it ended up at Ziyech's feet, who fired a first-time shot towards the goal. However, the ball just missed, passing very close to the crossbar and going out of bounds, leaving Ziyech visibly frustrated for missing that crucial opportunity. Shortly after, to the relief of Real Madrid, the referee blew the final whistle. Karim Benzema was the undisputed hero of the game, scoring 3 crucial goals that secured a formidable advantage for Real Madrid on enemy turf. In the return leg, although Chelsea won, the result wasn't enough to overturn the advantage established by Real Madrid, with the aggregate score ending at 5-4 in favor of the Spaniard. Propelled by Benzema's stellar performance, Real Madrid advanced to the grand final of the competition, where they faced and defeated Liverpool 1-0, thus clinching their 14th Champions League title. During that season, Benzema had a spectacular run, emerging as the top scorer of the Champions League with 15 goals and reaching an impressive total of 44 goals across all competitions. Due to this extraordinary and dominant journey, the talented French striker was rightfully awarded his first Golden Ball, cementing his status as one of the greatest footballers of his generation. The day Benzema scored a hat-trick in a crucial match, making Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar feel humbled, was just unreal. This went down on March 9, 2022, during a face-off between Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain in the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. In the first match, PSG had secured a 1-0 win with a goal from Mbappe in Paris. Now, playing at a packed Santiago Bernabeu, Benzema was tasked with turning the game around for Real Madrid. Real, led by Ancelotti, boasted a squad of aces like Courtois, Toni Kroos, Modric, Vinicius Jr., and Benzema, who can flip the script of the game when he's on fire. On the flip side, PSG, coached by Pochettino, had a stacked lineup with Verratti, Marquinhos, Di Maria, and the star trio of Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. It was a clash of titans, and the perfect moment for Benzema to shine on the field and potentially snag his first Ballon d'Or. When the referee blew the whistle to start the game, it kicked off intensely. Right at the 3-minute mark, Real Madrid stirred up a storm. Vinicius Jr., with a lightning-fast dash down the left, whipped a cross right into the box. Asensio, perfectly positioned, fired off a spectacular first-time shot, but PSG's defense, on high alert, blocked the attempt, denying the goal. At the 7-minute mark, Vinicius Jr. shone again, weaving into the box from the left, dodging opponents and setting up Benzema in the area. However, under heavy marking, the Frenchman lost the ball before he could shoot. Quickly, Messi launched a blistering counter-attack for PSG, ending with Mbappe breaking into the area, dribbling past defenders and taking a shot on goal. However, Courtois, Real Madrid's goalkeeper, was on his toes and made an excellent save. 5 minutes later, PSG came back attacking with a series of rapid passes, leading to Neymar sending a pass to Mbappe up front. The French star dribbled past the defense, advanced freely into the box, and came face-to-face with the goalkeeper, firing a precise shot at the goal. Yet Courtois was fully alert and pulled off a spectacular save for Real Madrid, ensuring the score remained unchanged. On the other side, Benzema was eager to showcase his skills. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. At the 16th minute, the French ace demonstrated his technical prowess by elegantly controlling an incredibly long pass with his heel, directing it to his teammate, who unfortunately lost the ball shortly after. At the 24th minute, Real Madrid regained the ball in midfield and launched a blistering counterattack. Modric was advancing when he was taken down near the box. Benzema, alert to the play, quickly grabbed the ball and, without a second thought, unleashed a powerful first-time shot, aiming for the goal. The ball flew, brushing the post with a bang before going out of bounds. Around the 30th minute, it was PSG's turn to go on the attack, with Messi taking control of the ball and pushing forward, skillfully dribbling past defenders before passing to Neymar. In a move of pure sync, Neymar quickly returned the ball, leaving Messi one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Messi then fired a powerful shot at goal, but the angle wasn't ideal, and the ball just grazed the post and went out of bounds. A few minutes later, PSG launched another rapid attack, with Nuno Mendes speeding up to catch a brilliant long pass on the left wing, inside the box. After a precise control that kept the ball from going out of bounds, Mendes served Mbappe, who, unmarked, blasted a first-time shot towards the goal. The shot was so powerful that it beat the Real Madrid goalkeeper's reflexes and shook the net. However, before Mbappe could celebrate, the referee raised his flag, signaling offside and nullifying the play. Meanwhile, Benzema was still thirsty to score. At the 34th minute, Real Madrid launched a lethal counterattack, with Valverde advancing down the right flank and delivering a pinpoint cross into the area. Benzema, strategically positioned, outjumped the defenders and headed the ball powerfully toward the goal. However, PSG's goalkeeper, Donnarumma, showcased his reflexes by saving the header, frustrating Benzema, and keeping the score unchanged. Just 2 minutes later, Real Madrid resumed their attack, this time with Toni Kroos sending a dangerous cross into the area. Benzema, always in the right place, leaped and headed with tremendous force toward the goal. Unfortunately, his aim was off and the ball flew out of bounds. And while Benzema struggled to score, Mbappe was ready to open the scoring. At the 38th minute, PSG regained possession and launched a devastating counterattack. Neymar, with exceptional game vision, delivered a masterful pass to Mbappe, who was well positioned in the attack. The French star accelerated with dazzling speed, facing the defense as he broke into the area and unleashed a devastating shot toward the goal. Mbappe's shot was so powerful that although Courtois, Real Madrid's goalkeeper, managed to touch the ball, he couldn't stop it from from finding the back of the net. The goal, scored at the iconic Santiago Bernabeu, triggered a thunderous celebration among the PSG players, increasing their advantage to 2 goals on aggregate and making Real Madrid's task of a comeback even more challenging. The expression of frustration was evident on the face of coach Carlo Ancelotti and Courtois, reflecting the mounting drama and tension of the clash. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which began much more frenetically. Mbappé was eager to seal the game for PSG. At the 53rd minute, PSG regained possession in the opponent's half and launched a devastating counterattack. Neymar delivered a masterful pass to Mbappé inside the box. Face-to-face with the goalkeeper and unmarked, the French phenomenon executed a spectacular dribble around Courtois and blasted the net with a relentless shot. However, before Mbappé could celebrate this amazing goal, the referee raised his flag, signaling offside and nullifying the goal. A decision that left Mbappé visibly frustrated, as that goal could have been decisive for the match. A few minutes later, PSG regained possession in midfield and started another electrifying counterattack, with Messi sending a surgical pass to Mbappé in the attack. The French star used all his speed to reach the ball and attempted to win a body-to-body dispute with 2 defenders. At the climax of the play, as Mbappé was preparing for the decisive shot, a Madrid defender made a risky slide tackle, bringing him down in the box and dissipating the imminent danger. Despite protests, the referee chose not to award the foul, keeping the game moving. Although PSG did not extend their lead, Real Madrid was in a desperate situation, needing to score 3 goals to advance in the competition. But Real had a player named Benzema, and with him on the field, anything was possible. Around the 60th minute, Real Madrid intensified their pressure on the opponent's ball exit. Karim Benzema, in a tireless effort to turn the game around, fiercely pressed the opposing goalkeeper, who, cornered, launched a desperate and inaccurate pass to one of his teammates. Vinicius Jr., strategically positioned near the Action, intercepted the ball and launched a blistering counterattack, connecting a decisive pass to Benzema inside the area. With the defense disorganized and completely unmarked, the French striker received the ball accurately, and with a firm and determined look, fired a precise shot that found its way into the back of the net. This first goal from Benzema not only vibrated the stands, but also unleashed a burst of joy among the crowd filling Santiago Bernabeu, with Real Madrid fans celebrating wildly. Although Real Madrid still faced a tough battle, trailing in the aggregate score, Benzema's goal injected a crucial dose of enthusiasm and determination into the team, reigniting hopes for a heroic turnaround in the competition. Determined to turn the game around, Real Madrid launched yet another fierce attack, this time with Rodrigo whipping a perfect cross into the box. Benzema, always strategically placed, outjumped his marker and headed the ball toward goal. However, despite the effort, the header's accuracy wasn't on point, and the ball ended up going out of play. At the 65th minute, Real Madrid ramped up the pressure, with Rodrigo again making a splash on the right by sending a precise cross into the area. Militão, showing incredible agility, leapt higher and headed the ball, setting it up perfectly for Vinicius Jr. With skill, Vinicius controlled the ball on his chest and executed a spectacular bicycle kick towards the goal. Despite the sensational attempt, the PSG goalkeeper was alert and made a good save. At the 72nd minute, Real Madrid captured the ball and launched an electrifying counterattack with Benzema, who attempted a risky pass to Rodrigo inside the box. However, an opposing defender intercepted the move, but by a stroke of luck, the rebound fell perfectly at Vinicius Jr.'s feet, who faced the goalkeeper one-on-one. Despite the golden opportunity, Vinicius shot with excessive force, sending the ball flying over the crossbar. The frustration was evident on his face, lamenting the incredible chance that he just squandered. Now it was time for Benzema to shine again in the game. With the clock hitting 75 minutes, Modric made a crucial interception of an opposing pass and quickly orchestrated a blistering counterattack, moving up the field and delivering a pinpoint pass to Vinicius Jr. in the attack. The skilled Brazilian penetrated the opposing area, but was soon surrounded by a swarm of defenders and smartly pulled the ball back to Modric. Using his exceptional vision, Modric found Benzema with a decisive pass inside the box. With the ball at his feet, the French striker didn't hesitate and fired a powerful right-footed shot towards the goal. A PSG defender desperately tried to block the shot with a slide, but only managed to change the trajectory of the ball, deceiving the goalkeeper and sending it straight into the net. This spectacular second goal from Benzema triggered an explosion of joy from him and the Real Madrid fans in the stadium, celebrating the tie in the aggregate score that secured an extension of the match. On the other side, the PSG players appeared visibly frustrated with the unexpected setback, but Benzema was not yet satisfied. He wanted to decide the game within 90 minutes. Immediately after the restart, Real Madrid intercepted an opponent's pass and launched an electrifying counter counterattack. Vinicius Jr., vital in the offense, received the ball, but a PSG defender quickly regained control, sending a careless pass to a teammate. At that exact moment, Benzema, in a display of sheer cunning, intercepted the pass and, without hesitation, shot first time, completely catching the defense and goalkeeper off guard and sending the ball into the back of the net. This third goal from Benzema not only made the stadium erupt in euphoria, but also sparked a frenetic celebration among the coaching staff and reserve players who rushed to embrace him. The Real Madrid crowd was in ecstasy, their incessant shouts echoing like thunder through the stadium, celebrating a historic turnaround in the Champions League that would be remembered for years. Meanwhile, the PSG goalkeeper, dejected, expressed his frustration at having conceded 3 decisive goals that threatened his team's chance to advance in the competition. Even after turning the score around, Real Madrid did not slow down and continued to press intensely until the final minutes of the game. A clear example of this persistence was a foul suffered by Rodrigo in a dangerous position near the area at the 85th minute. Determined, Rodrigo positioned himself for the kick. As soon as the referee signaled, he delivered a strong shot, challenging the PSG wall, which, in a decisive leap, managed to block the attempt. The rebound, however, fell back to Rodrigo, who did not hesitate to try again. Unfortunately, his second shot did not find the desired target and went out of bounds. As the game approached its end, at the 89th minute, PSG launched a blistering attack with Neymar, who was stopped by a foul. Despite being a considerable distance from the goal, the situation represented an imminent danger for Real Madrid, especially with Messi positioning himself for the kick, known for his lethal ability to turn free kicks into beautiful goals. When the referee gave the signal, the Argentine star executed a powerful and precise shot that almost changed the score, hitting the crossbar and coming very close to entering before going out of bounds. This critical moment left Messi visibly frustrated, lamenting the missed opportunity to turn the game in a dramatic instant. Just a few minutes later, the referee blew the final whistle. The fans and players of Real Madrid celebrated this thrilling comeback victory, while the PSG players displayed faces of pure frustration, lamenting this humiliating defeat. Karim Benzema was the hero of the match, scoring all 3 decisive goals that completely changed the course of the game. Advancing in the competition, Real Madrid secured their XX Champions League title by defeating Liverpool 1-0. And for this spectacular season, Benzema was voted the world's best player for the first time, earning his long-coveted Ballon d'Or.